on your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hip is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rules. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rules. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rules. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Seattle Seahawks.
He done got ghost. He quit. Bam? Bam a killer? No, man. He nigga funny. Oh, wow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Damn, you got them hounds right there on a while.
First carry now for Tony Pollard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Throwing on second and 8. Mayfield.
I get that 20.
An interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is third and 8.
We got three. Real. 50's the mic.
Hey, Delta. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Mayfield looks to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at their own 37. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Switch. Watch out.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Set. Team 10 Tucson. Get this stop here, D.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Red. 15 Lonnie.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now Mayfield. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Big Dan, great call. 132 fight. Slam. Check. Kill. Hey, no.
They run with Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 52.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out of the shotgun, Breida. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Corey Vedvik on to punt the football. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On third down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here comes Grant on the return. Oh, good move. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Go on, go on.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Run, team, spin. Turn. Move.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
escape, and he goes down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
18's the mark. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
2nd and 10. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. They'll run the screen with Carson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Ready. Team, Mike, 18. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On second down, it's Howard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
61.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready, go. Check 24. Check 24. Check set, go.
Here's Breida. Well executed there on second down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Delta. 18. Mike, 18. Ready, go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Mayfield. That's caught by Hollister. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, it's Drake. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check, 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 check.
2nd and 5. This complete to Martin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's 2nd and 8. Being chased out left. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's Martin. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A throw over the middle taken in, and he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone